At Vibra Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Vibra Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Vibra Finance. We are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Vibra Live. Sorry, I got some camera problems. You know how we do around here. Always top notch. If you're not joined or know about the 28th Wealth Group, we're crushing it in here, guys. If you're not in a group where you feel comfortable with people that you can run stuff by, new picks, new coins, alpha all the time, just good people, this is the spot to be right here. 28thwealthgroup.com/28. It's in the description. Chaos Chris is in there. My boy coming with the alpha all the time. So if you want to be a part of that, you would definitely know about Jasmine, one of the plays, the utility gems we've been keeping our eye out on. It's actually the Bitcoin of Japan is what they call it over there. And if you don't know, it's like, oh yeah, just another bubble on here. But for us that do know the amount of work they're putting in, it's not just retail pumping them up. It's actually utility in this case. The thing that makes me nervous, though, is the memes running. But now we got Doge. You know, last time when Bonk ran up, Pepe ran up, Doge did nothing. And now I think we got our alt season potentially. If Doge can make a move, I think that is like the catalyst that alt season's here. So what are we at now? 11.9 cents. Let's go. We just started to move 2 days ago. So this is what I want to see. I want to see Bitcoin maybe in the next day or two, tomorrow or Friday, break its new all-time high, get up to 70K. I mean, we're less than like 10% from getting there. I don't know why this is saying 63. I thought we were at 64 and change, but these bubbles, you never know. Regardless, we're less than 10% away. We make that new all-time high real quick, just pierce it and then fall back. Oh my God, these altcoins are going to run like crazy. But I don't know. I just have this. Something tells me that Bitcoin's not going to dump like this. Everybody is waiting for it. And when everybody is expecting something or waiting for something, the opposite happens. So everyone I talk to is like, yeah, Bitcoin's about to dump. Bitcoin's going to dump. Bitcoin's going to dump. Bitcoin's going to dump. So is it going to? I just look at the ETF, man. I don't know. All-time record volume. We'll see. We will see. Let's check out our favorites. Jasmine's still leading the way by a mile, but I'm all right with that. I want to see the utilities start to run. Verasity, too, almost up to a penny. I've been telling you guys, Verasity is going to be a gem. And until it starts getting chilled on the mainstream, it's hard to buy bags when they're down and doing nothing. But the more you know crypto, the more you learn, you want to buy the bottoms and sell the tops. Let's check out HEX, baby. The T-share rate, 33,308. 2 days ago, we had an 18 HEX payout, which is insane. 19, sorry, on ETH. It was 18.8 on Pulsechain. So for every T-share you had, you got 18 and 19 HEX. I love that. So keep nuking your stakes. Hey, guys, if you don't have a HEX staking ladder, this is one of the most important things you can do is create this for yourself, for your kids, for your family, for other people, because this is going to be the last time T-shares are affordable. When I first made my staking ladder 4 years ago now, the T-share rate was around 10, 11,000 HEX. So it's already 3x that for me. And right now the price is at rock bottom, but that's not going to be for long. The OA sacrifice money is starting to move around. I'm not seeing these prices down here for much longer. And this is as bad as it's going to get for this ecosystem. Richard, people think he should go to jail. He's disappeared. He's not getting in the mainstream. He's not doing streams. So when that changes, guys, just think the upside to that. When good Richard Hart comes back, man, guys, and the name of the game is yield in DeFi. And this is the king of DeFi. And I speak to a lot of wealthy people. And the thing that sticks out to me with HEX is a lot of them aren't interested in it right now, but they are once it solidifies itself and it's a higher market cap, which for us, it's the opposite. You know, we want the upside, but guys that have a lot of money, the big players, they don't want that volatility. They want something that will just preserve their wealth. They don't want a 30% dip. They just want something stable. So the more HEX actually goes up, it brings a new buyer into play. And those new buyers aren't going to be small guys. So I just see the opportunity, the upside, and everybody's going to be chasing yield in the future. And HEX generates yield unlike anything else. And I just don't think these opportunities are going to be around for much longer. So, you know, $1,000, you know, you do a 7-year and a 15-year stake, split it into two, $500, $500. I mean, what that can be worth, it's insane, guys. I see it already with the stakes that I made early. It would cost me so much more to make them. And in another 6 months from now, they're just going to be unaffordable. So don't forget these things, guys. It's so important. Your HEX staking ladder. People are sleeping on HEX, and it's hard to do, to go and buy something that's not performing and potentially miss out on some more gains over here. But it's something you must do, in my opinion, is create that HEX ladder while this T shares are still, $300, $400, $500. Look at the P bubbles, Piave. What do you know, Richard? Because he put a lot of money into Piave. There you go. We got a pump. So I got my Ave. I've had it packed, and I think Compound or Maker was the other one. So shout out Richard, bringing over that liquidity. The Gophers. Ah, shit. Gotta love the Gophers. The Pulse launch, guys. 2 days, 16 hours away. I'm excited for this. Everybody in the community is talking about it, and I'm not seeing anyone fudding it, which kind of makes me nervous. You know, I typically look and say, all right, low IQ FUD, I'm bullish. If there's people out here just being stupid, talking nonsense, that's how I know, all right, I'm bullish now. There's nothing here that makes sense. These people clearly didn't do their research. They're just absolute haters. And I haven't seen much of that. So that's the one thing that makes me nervous. But you know what? In Pulsechain, that's kind of expected. We all get along here for the most part. And how can you knock a project that benefits everybody in the space? So, yeah. So I got to get a couple questions here. Get into the chat. See what you guys. Hey, mate, thanks for being here. If you're hoping you could provide some insight, I've got $1,400 in SHX, 500 Velo, 500 Rio, 500 in Root, and wondering how many projects you think is wise to invest in for a small port. You have $500 in Root. So I have about the same amount of Stronghold and Relio. That's because Relio pumped. You know, my Velo bags are like a third of those two. But now's the time, honestly, to add to Velo. You know, if you were thinking about it. But I don't know, what are you looking for? Are you just looking to stay in the Stellar ecosystem? You know, are you looking for other plays? You know, a gem that I'm looking at right here, bro, right now is Storage Coin. You know, this thing is an absolute gem. It's like a $500,000 market cap and decentralized infrastructure, DPIN. It's going to be a huge narrative along with AI. So this here is one of the ones that I've been buying. You know, I think I got like $700 or $800 now. I just been buying $50 every day, just trying to add until it really pumps. And this is one I really believe in. A couple smart guys that I look up to and respect. They're super bullish on it. They know the CEO had said that he's got some great plans some announcements coming out in the future, I guess. But I just think that narrative of the infrastructure is huge. And that, gaming and AI, those are the three that I'm really going after now. So if you're looking for, this is one that I would really take a look at. If you guys want a great narrative play, look at what Arweave just did. And that this is direct competition of Arweave. And Arweave just pumped like hell. Yeah, up to $30. I mean, in the past month, we went from freaking $8 to $28. And it's the same narrative right there. So I really think that's a gem. WSTOR, storage coin. And the other one I told you about, GPU, Node AI. This thing's been going crazy. Super volatile, but still only a $22 million market cap. It's only on ETH, though. That's the thing I hate about this. But yeah, that's another gem right there. If you're looking, if you have Stronghold, Relio, Velo, I think these are kind of in the same ballpark as them. Same kind of narratives, utilities, all that. Wonder why didn't written origin utilize SAG phones for the past 2 years. I'll tell you why. The same problem all my friends had that owned and founded coins this past, I would say it stopped about 3 months ago. When they were adding liquidity, they were just exit liquidity for everyone. And when Richard was doing that, he was exit liquidity for the Aave pool, the Wrap Bitcoin pool, the Chainlink pool, I think Uniswap. I think he had like 5 of them. And he was just giving money to people who were flooding the system, not believing in it, and were just taking the money and bridging it off Pulsechain. So it was just a waste. The money wasn't going anywhere. Versus right now, when retail is back, everyone's starting to get excited. He brings money in, and he's not just getting dumped on. So I think that's why. You think that SHIB or Doge will come back to life at all? If so, soon, or they think of the past? SHIB, bro, I don't know about SHIB. That's the one that I'd be nervous about. But Doge, I think 100% is going to make a comeback. But to what, $1? I use Dogecoin as like the gauge that alt season's back. When we saw everything pumping before, Doge didn't do shit. This year. I mean, look at January, February. I mean, we went from 7 cents to 8.5 cents, did nothing. And now Doge finally moving. I think it's a sign alt season's here. But yeah, maybe we go to $1. I mean, it's a $16 billion market cap. So to get to $1, you're talking about $130 billion. So I just don't. A Doge to me is a thing in the past. I would never touch it myself. But, it is what it is. Yeah, storage coins on ETH. Yeah, but Node AI is only on storage coins on Polygon, but Node AI is only on ETH. Other players I looked at are V and H Suite. Stack V. Yep, I got both of them. I thought you wanted. All right, yeah, the Hedera ecosystem are all gems in there. I've been talking about Saucerswap for almost 2 years now. I was in the pre-sale. I saw how bullish that was going to be. Karate Combat, we've been talking about since last summer. Another gem. Dovu, Bank Social, H Suite, you're in, gem. Hedera Token Service is a gem. Galaxy, Tune FM, Earth Guild. There's a hand. Da Vinci Graph is coming out. That pre-sale was phenomenal. And yeah, I got my V. I got some eCoin. I got all the utility gems, bro. We've been packing them for a while. So if you just go back, bro, and look at some of my streams from like a month, 2 months ago, you can see the utility gems ones. I think I had talked about Galileo Protocol, Alliance Block, Dua. Yeah, bro, there's so many gems right now. So many. But GPU is one that I really like, bro. I really do. I think it's starting to move already. I mean, it's shit. When I found it at 4 cents, it's already did like a 6x from there. Oh shit, never mind. I did actually an 8x almost. But still, I think this thing is going to like at least a $500 million market cap. Is what I think. So at least another 25x from here. But you never know. If AI gets hot and is the narrative and just goes crazy, that's the thing we don't know. That's why I like to be spread out in my altcoins. Why I want to be in my Hedera coins. I want to be in my XLM coins. I want to be in the couple XRP Solo, Corium, Casino Coin. Elysian, Equilibrium. I have a bag left over from last cycle. And that's the rule I have is I don't ever sell out of my bags completely. I always leave a moon bag just in case. What's up with this die moving around? What up, Thomas Anderson? I don't know, bro, but I'm happy for you with the ICP, man. Crush that, bro. And that's the one that's every time I see that, I think of you. And I'm like, damn. But it is what it is. Die, I don't know, bro. What's up? Oh, Richard's die. Yeah, bro. It went to Spark Swap. Let's freaking go. Shout out to AJ, the freaking legend over there at Spark Swap. And I am super excited to see that Richard's bridging his coins through that protocol. Because I have my bag staked on there. And I think there's a lot of stuff that's going to be coming in the future for Spark Swap. So to see that Richard's using it, let's go. And the fact that Chaos Chris has had AJ on stream, has a great relationship with him. Your network is your net worth. Having those relationships with someone that definitely talks to Richard Hart or is in contact with his developers or team, probably. That's what it's all about. So Spark Swap, I love it. And with L1 decks that they're putting out, and these guys have their bridge that I believe is where's the bridge? It's like the cheapest from Binance. I use it all the time. I don't know why I can't find it right now. There we go. But sparkswap.xyz. If you don't know about that bridge, you need to get on it. And I hate how this does that. See, oh my God. There we go. But I think PulseLaunch goes far. And yeah, bro, it's not going to rug. There's no way. It's all community driven, community voting. And I'm going to do a stream on it, like in depth Friday night before launch. And I'm really confident in it, bro, that they have it, a lot of the stuff set up to where they're giving back to the community and a lot of the liquidity that they're setting up. It just makes me bullish. But yeah, I mean, everything's a risk. But I just see the partners they have with Sensei there and the potential that these guys have. If you're a new project, the exposure you can get, the quality of people you can work with, it's unlike anything we've ever seen. That was my thought, but with only 5K, how much diversifying is really wise since there's not too much? If you have 5K, I would not have anything less than $500 bags. So if you have your Stronghold, Velo, Relio, that's 2,500. I would go with maybe 6 coins. I think that's okay. But it's just don't make sure you're not doing anything on Ethereum because the gas is going to just chop you up. If you're doing stuff on Stellar, on Binance, on Hedera, perfect. You could have, I would do, yeah, I think 6 to 7 bags is good. And then maybe if they're, an 8th bag after you take some profits out or something like that. But yeah, bro, that's what I would do. So guys, Coinbase, people were freaking out today that, oh my God, Coinbase went down. Guys, if you don't have a couple exchanges, you need to start them right now. I have an account on Kraken, I have an account on Gemini, and I have an account on Bitstamp. 3 exchanges because they're all going to go down at different times. When a certain coin runs and they start running out of liquidity or trades start going the way they didn't think, I don't know why they do it, but those scam wicks happen and then all of a sudden they're down. And it's at the most inconvenient times for us at retail. Always when things are moving and you want to sell or do something else. But that's why for me now, I learned my lesson and I don't have anything on exchange. I literally keep nothing on exchanges. I keep the 7 or 8 coins that I can only sell on those exchanges in my ledger or in my engrave, one step away. But expect this, guys. Heavy traffic caused Coinbase's app to glitch. Well, it's going to shut down, guys. They're going to freeze these apps when trading gets nuts. So make sure you have multiple options. I don't want to hear anybody that says, oh, I couldn't sell because Coinbase was freaking down earlier. And by the time I could get back on, no, get ahead of that stuff now. That's going to be a problem we're all going to face. So get ahead of it and don't lose money. All the hard work you put in the bear market. Don't lose 5% of your profits for no reason, just because you didn't set up another exchange. And me, I'm finally getting paid. Let's go. Gemini, finally now to pay out all the people who use the Earn program. And my dumbass decided that, Filecoin, they're paying 7.5%. Gemini's in New York. It's the hardest state to get licensed in. What can possibly happen? And sure enough, all my Filecoin have been gone since last cycle. I rebought them all since at like $3, which is a good move. But it's funny that Gemini here and FTX, they're paying back everybody in full. And I think that's why they delayed the FTX stuff and this Gemini nonsense, because all they knew, hey, all we got to do is just wait 6 months and prices go up. We can make everyone whole again. And now I heard a really interesting take today that FTX, he's in jail facing life, but his victims are all going to get paid back now. He actually scammed zero money. It's all there. So there was something like 29 letters that got written to the judge begging for them to be lenient on his sentencing. And if he only gets like 4 or 5 years, like what bullshit? And it's just disgusting. And guys, I heard too, remember the last week when there was like a $1.3 billion buy on Bitcoin? It was somewhere like a week or so ago. Probably what started this huge run. You know who that was? It was actually Warren Buffett. Mr. Shit on Bitcoin finally jumped in now at 50K. And people are telling him he's late. You know what he did when he bought Apple at $22? Everyone said he was late. Warren Buffett bought Apple. It went to like $190, $200 after. And then he buys Bitcoin at 50K with Berkshire Hathaway, $1.3 billion. And then you look and say, holy shit, Berkshire Hathaway doesn't pay taxes? Wait a minute. How's that even possible? How's a brokerage company not pay taxes? What kind of deal did he get? How did he get that deal? Because I remember in 2008, my borderline autistic memory doesn't fail me. And I remember when they bailed out JP Morgan. I was working in commercial real estate. And oh no, the banks, they're too big to fail. We can't let them fail. They're too big to fail at this point. They're too big to fail. I never heard of that until then. And they decided to bail out JP Morgan. And Warren Buffett was upside down on silver contracts. And guess what happened? His boy Barrick officially got rid of all the evidence. It's all blacked out. You can't see any of it. It's gone. It's criminal what happened. Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway should have been upside down like every single one of us would have been if we made a boneheaded move like that and got wrecked. But nope. Mr. Government came in and bailed out Mr. Buffett, JP Morgan, and the other boys that they wanted to. And somehow he doesn't have to pay taxes after that. And then shits on Apple, shits on every new technology, and then FOMO's in when it's late. When retail says he's late. And now he's FOMOing in to Bitcoin at 50K. So when Berkshire Hathaway buys something, the price goes up. They don't let it fall down. So I just look at this shit. I'm like, man, crypto always trades opposite to retail emotion. And every single person that I talk to thinks Bitcoin is going to dump hard. Where it's going to dump hard. Within the next week, it's going to dump hard. Within the next 2 weeks, it's going to dump so hard. Everybody I talk to. And when that's the case, it's going to keep going up. We just had a freaking record day in the ETFs. Bitcoin rocked by demand shock as ETFs gobble up Bitcoin faster than it's mined. Faster, the ETFs are demanding already 3x what's mined every day. And guess what happens in 30 or 64 days? That cuts down to 450. So that means we are then, what, 7x more the ETFs are gobbling up that are being mined a day? Whoo! Who's going to be selling right now? Answer that. Who the hell is going to be selling? Seriously. Grayscale's done pretty much. They just dumped hundreds of thousands of Bitcoins. And look at what the chart did. Straight up, we'll take it. Keep dumping. Whoop, right up. I don't know where this dump is going to come from that we're all thinking is coming. So, guys, we could hit 100K by the halving. Could you imagine that? Because once we break all-time high, we're in price discovery. That's what we can run. And that's when retail FOMO kicks in. Could you imagine we're at 100K around the halving? Like, guys, this shit could get out of control here. And people just aren't ready for it, especially in the Pulsechain community. You know, everyone's now conservative. You know, everyone's gotten so destroyed. But, man, I think we're in for something special. I really do. I think Bitcoin and crypto are going to shock the world right now because we're in that transition to the new financial system. And with that transition, they need to get everybody trading cryptos into stablecoins. Because I've really been thinking about this with the stablecoin situation and the petrodollar gone. Well, what all the other currencies around the world are inflating way worse than the dollar. So you now have all these residents, all these other countries that are going to flock to Bitcoin, gold, and dollars. So the stable coins are the best way to keep the dollar as the king. Every single person wants the dollar. And now with crypto getting popular, if they can just make sure that the trading pairs for every crypto is in USDT, USDC, whatever, Gemini USD, PayPal USD. If those stable coins can be the biggest trading pairs on all the dexes even, they win. The dollar still wins. And I think I don't see Tether collapsing. I've really been thinking about it. You know, it's not in the best interest of the United States right now to collapse Tether. They're buying up all these bills, all this short-term debt that no one else wants. They can just ship to Tether and basically run a Ponzi that benefits everybody. And if Tether collapses, it's a disaster. But the one thing I do fear and worry about is that half of the volume is on Tron. And there's definitely shady shit that's happening over there. So that's the only thing. But other than that, I just see stable coins as the key to keeping the dollar relevant, the dollar as the king. And as these currencies around the world evaporate and hyperinflate, it just makes sense that they flock to the dollar. So the petrodollar basically got replaced by the digital crypto dollar right in front of our faces. And I just think, you know, everything the media tells us is bullshit. So de-dollarization, where the hell did that come from? I remember everything. I'd never heard of that term in my life. And when everyone's talking about it, and when I'm pretty sure we've been in deflation, when you shut down the supply chains and everyone stays at home, there's the same amount of money chasing less goods. Or even a little bit more money chasing less goods. So I don't know. I think it's been a massive deflationary period. And this rising of the interest rates was basically the last illusion that they could give that everything is fine. Because once they drop interest rates again, they can never go back to 5%. The economy, Trump basically made it so 0% is where we thrive at. Once you go there, you can't you can't shut those floodgates as fast as they open. And I don't see this ever happening again. It's deflation that's happening right now, and that's what they're worried about, in my opinion. And when we lose all these jobs in the next couple of years with AI, when they replace all the attorneys out there, all the marketing companies, all of basically the financial advisors, all of your accountants. I mean, AI is going to replace all these jobs, and these are six-figure jobs across the country and across the world. So when you have a huge chunk of the middle upper class losing their jobs, that's basically the same effect on the economy as COVID, in a sense, where money just stops coming in to a huge part of the economy. So, guys, it's just a really interesting times that are here, and it's just so obvious that the banks, Wall Street, billionaires, they were sleeping on crypto, they were laughing at it, and now it's like, oh shit, it's not going anywhere. Bitcoin's getting bigger than ever. Money is fleeing out of the gold ETFs, and the younger generation doesn't give a shit about it. They want to be in crypto. And as each day, each week, as each month goes by, the dinosaurs are going to start dropping one by one by one. And the new younger blood is going to start to take over. We're not going the other way. And it's just, we're going to be our own banks. We already are in DeFi, but it's going to really intensify when physical bank locations really start to shut down and we become primary lenders. You know, it's not going to matter what chain you have crypto on. As long as there's liquidity there and people trading on it, interoperability is coming. So I don't see this, you know, when 99% of cryptos die, it's going to be the shit coins. Anything that has partnerships with companies in real life that are using their blockchain, you know, holders that are staking it, keeping the networks alive. There are going to be a lot of different winners when you look around. And this last article here, so I forgot to even talk about it. Went on a little ramble there. But the medium exchange remains the killer function for stablecoins. And exactly right here. The stablecoins account for over 70% of all transaction volumes on the blockchains today. 70%. When all of finance is coming to the blockchain, you know, everything, what Ripple is doing is bringing tokenization to the blockchain, basically, for companies. Anything that has value will be tokenized and traded. And that's going to be trillions of dollars. And you're going to need stable coins for that. And the dollar is the stablest currency. So I could see a lot of these countries' currencies just going away, these smaller currencies like, you know, in El Salvador, and they just start using Bitcoin and the dollar. Because what's the point of a local currency that just hyperinflates? You now have people on their phones, and the technology is only going to get better. And the friction is going to reduce. And guys, I think they're going to start backing stable coins too with real world assets and assets, commodities, not just, you know, print $1 billion in T-bills and ship it over to Tether and we'll worry about it later. Like that's not possible. Like this fractional reserve system, it's done. It's not working anymore. And I think they're starting to now see that, oh shit, it is all about real money. And crypto is a better money than the dollar is because of the games they've played. With the derivatives market is out of control. Nobody even knows how much money is in that market. You know, I basically lend you $1 and you go lend it to 7 other people with leverage. It's insane. It can't work. It doesn't work. It just robs the people. And we're just in this horrible no-sum game right now where it's like I take from you, I win, but you lose. And that's where crypto, a better system, a better money, if everybody can work a little bit less, if people didn't have to work 60 hours a week, 3 different jobs, because everything's getting more expensive. Imagine if you got paid in a crypto that appreciated in value. You went to work and now all of a sudden you could choose between ETH or Bitcoin or Pulsechain for your paycheck. Imagine that. How much more excited just the average worker would be to go to work and know I can choose what crypto I want to get paid out in because I know it's going to appreciate in value. Like, this is the shit where crypto is going to change lives and change money, change payments. It's going to change everything that we do today. And I guys, we're so early still, especially for these real world asset plays like Jasmy. Like, no one gave a shit. I was talking about it at the end of last year and the end of last summer. And you look at this chart and I tell people, yeah, guys, buy Jasmy. The stuff they're building, they're working with 80 banks in Japan. It's the Japanese Bitcoin over there. They go and look at the chart and like, yeah, Jasmy. It's just down, 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 down. Yeah, I'm going to buy this shit going. Yeah, all right, cool. And then they go buy Bonk or something. And it's hard, guys. It really is hard to buy these coins. But now that I've been in crypto for 8 years, since 2017, when I first watched Link run up from 12 cents to like $1.20 in 3 weeks and then dump back down, it's like, holy shit, what just happened? And now I see it. I understand it. And it's as simple as buying down here and selling a year from now up here. That's it. That's all you have to do in crypto. And then in the PRC 20s and shit, play the ratios. Last week we talked about 808 burn and liquid. Right now is the time to shift your PTGC into the afterburners and look at what's happening. They're all outperforming. What do you know? Because of the ratios. Pulse and Pulse X, you can play the ratios there and move back and forth between them. And that way you're not even having to really trade and sell tops, buy bottoms. You're only looking at a ratio, and it's a 3, 6, 9 week trade. So you don't have to just be, constantly on edge. Oh God, did I sell at the right time? This, that. It's too much stress. Way too much stress. We want to make it easy over here. We want to hodl the coins that pay us, passive income. Veracity. I can't stop talking about Veracity. Like, this shit is about to blow up. I just saw a thing that it's like the number one talked about altcoin on Twitter for gaming, AI, all that. It's about to hit 10. It's about to hit a penny. I've been screaming at you guys to buy it at a half a cent, even less probably at the last year. Yeah, under, Jesus, 0.3 of a penny. You could stake it for 15% in Veracity's on their website in the Vera wallet. I think it's open. Staking is open for maybe another month or so. I know it closes in March or April of this year. So now's the time you get your bag, you lock it up, and come back in 8-10 months. It's that easy, guys. You'll outperform 98% of your friends, of your peers, if you just buy and just hold and don't trade around. Don't rotate. That's what's getting people wrecked right now, is doing this shit right here. All right, shit. Oh, man, I'm in Aliens down today a little bit, but Ave's pumping and Gophers are pumping. Shit, my Texans down a little bit. All right, well, I'm going to sell my Texan and I'm going to get into Communist because I think Communist is going to run a little bit more. And the second you do that, what happens? Communist dips down 8%, Texan runs 10%, and you just lost 20. Don't rotate, especially after the halving. That's the cardinal rule. Right now you can still get away with it. You're not going to get burnt that bad. But when this alt season happens and now that Doge is actually running, I think the alt season is here. We watched Bitcoin start running like crazy, but alt didn't really do anything. Some AI coins did. A couple gaming coins moved, the outliers. But for the most part, alts did shit. And this is, I think, where it starts to change now. And I don't know if Doge moving here is a sign that Bitcoin has stalled out, but I just can't see that. Because of the demand for Bitcoin. I don't know how this is going to stop. So maybe Bitcoin just keeps running and then alts, I don't know. Bitcoin, I just think Bitcoin has to come back for alt season to be here. But how does Bitcoin come back, especially after the halving, when these guys are gobbling up? Say this cools down, 60%, the ETF demand, and this drops down to 1,200. That's still almost 3x what's going to be mined every day just for the ETFs. What about every other ETF around the world that are opening up now. I just saw another thing that JP Morgan or one of the other assholes, they're looking to open up a ETF now. Morgan Stanley, here we go. Morgan Stanley now looking for spot ETFs, saying that they're about to file. So I just don't see the demand for this stopping. So I don't know, guys. That's why you got to be ready for anything. You got to be ready for this shit to just take off tomorrow, or you got to be ready for Bitcoin to run, cool off, and then get our alt season. Where do I see Verasity going this run? If all goes well, I think this thing is going to like a $5 billion market cap. I really think so. If Verasity catches on and the Vera views start getting used, it's going to go crazy. If it's not being used, I think it'll get to $1.5 billion to $2 billion potentially. And you got to you can get it on Uniswap. But oh, you know what? Actually, here's a gem for you guys. All 40 of you watching, I give you the alpha. Kanga.exchange. You don't have to KYC on here, nothing. I'm in New York State. It's the hardest place to get onto anything. And these got Kanga here, has some of the best coins I've seen on an exchange. I mean, they have Pulse, Incentive Token. They got Creo on here. And I'm pretty sure they got Veracity. Yes, they got Velo. They got Veracity. They got Vela. They got Radio Kaka. They got PulseX, Pulsechain, Numair, which is a real world asset play. Jasmy's on here. This is where I got my Jasmy, on here. And then I bought some of this Kanga exchange token because I just look at this list. I'm like, holy shit. And then they actually, too, guys, they have pre-sales on here. So right now they got this Bounty Temple game. And they have iCompNet is coming up right here. Shout out Mobius. Here you go. Company specializing in mining Chia. Mobius, you might have to get in this shit, bro. So they got pre-sales on here. All you got to do is stake the Kanga token. And I staked like 100 of them or something. And it's like 3.7% interest, but I don't care. It gets me into the pre-sales. So I'm probably going to get into this. I'm thinking. P2E Evolution GameFi project by Oasis Studios, which plans to launch 100 play-to-earn games. So this is a gem right here for you guys. You can buy your Veracity right here. And what I did is I just sent in Tether, but I did it on Polygon. When you deposit Tether, it says, oh, where do you want to deposit it on? Do you want to do it on ETH or do you want to do it on MAT? It gives you a list of options, which is great, guys. You can even send Binance in here. So you can get your Veracity off of here and not have to pay $50 to friggin' swap on Ethereum. And then also, too, there's some gems on here. Pulsechain's on here. PulseX, Incentive Token. Creo is a friggin' gem. Oh, there's the ink. Wow, it's hard to recognize that logo on there. Let's go. VMPX too. Oh shit, that's one that I missed out on. Chaos Chris said I should get a bag of VMPX too. So that might be one to keep an eye out on, but I don't know. I just look at shit like Storage Coin and some of these new plays. It's like, why the hell would I buy VMPX? Look at Node AI, GPU, pumping like crazy. $22 million market cap. You know, Storage Coin, $500,000 market cap. And then the Cubic. Guys, and here's more alpha for you. Trade Ogre is an exchange. And I got on it here in New York. Same thing. But you can get some of these AI gems on here. They have Cubic on here. They have a Lithium on here. They have AI Power Grid. They got a bunch of gems on here. And you can sign up. All you got to do is email address and set up Google Authenticator. And you're good to go. Okay, got Casper on here, which, I mean, obviously no one wants it now, but that was one that was in high demand couple months ago. But they just have a cool list of coins. Here's AI Power Grid. This is another gem that I really like. AIPG. Definitely about to dump a little more. I would look to get in around 22 cents, 24 cents, around there. Looks like it's at 29 right now. Well, this thing does this. It pumps, dumps. I got in earlier here at like 25 cents. It ran up to 45 and I didn't sell it because I was a stupid noob, and then watched it crash right back down. And now it looks like it's about to do the same thing, but that's all right. It's a brand new coin. It launched like 2 months ago. But yeah, this AIPG, but these are risky though, man. They could do well, but Cubic, guys, that's the one you want to get on here. Cubics is an absolute gem. Cubic network right here. Guys, this thing is going to be the next Tau. I'm telling you right now. All the influencers are going to really start showing this thing. And it's like they can't make money on this thing. So these assholes can't make money on a coin. They're not going to show it to you. It's like, what are they going to gain from you making money and them making nothing? Yeah, the Cubic wallet sucks. That's the one thing that's horrible about it. But you know what? That's when you know you're early, and that's the price you pay for the crazy gains. When everything is smooth sailing, it's easy to get, everyone's talking about it, you know that it's too late. Really, Irwin? I'm pretty sure it's been around for like 3 years. I think you're talking about Qui, Irwin, maybe. I don't think Cubic, I'm pretty sure, is new. But I could be wrong. Yeah, it launched in November last year. I was gonna say, because this is a brand new AI platform. Like, dude, this shit is crazy. If you go to the website that I can't even find, there we go. Proof of work AI blockchain, guys. This thing's gonna blow up. I'm telling you, it's the next Tau right here. And there's very few places to get it. It's really hard to get. But Trade Ogre is the spot. Safe Trade too, I heard is easy, but the price is higher. Why don't go pay an extra 4%, 5% when you don't have to? But yeah, guys, Trade Ogre and Kanga Exchange. Great, great, great places. You like Creo to go to $1 billion, it would be higher gains than Veracity. Yeah, Creo's way more risky though, bro. That's the thing. Veracity's got way better partnerships and it's got way more users already. And they have a roadmap in plan. They've already burned tokens recently. So that just makes me a lot more bullish. Creo's a lot more high risk. There's just so much more competition in that niche of the market. Bro, thank you. My wife is jumping on now. We have 3 boys. And bro, there you go. Family, kids are wealth, bro. That's awesome. I love hearing that. The more, the better. People talking about kids being a liability or a problem. Fuck out of here with that shit. All right, I'm just gonna give it to you. I don't give a fuck. This Impossible Finance just found this today, and this is an absolute home run, I think. And you can get it on Binance. And when you stake 10,000 of the coins, you can get into this Aether pre-sale. And this is the gem right here, guys. Aether is revolutionizing DePIN with its advanced distributed enterprise grade AI storage, everything. So Aether, this is one you want to look out for 100%. And I really want to get some nodes for this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I'm going to get the coins tonight. You got to get 10,000. It's like $900 right now, but I don't care. I'll sell some Pulsechain for it. I'm that bullish on this. And it just fits everything, guys. I don't know. I've only found it today, so I might be getting a little bit excited, a little ahead of myself, but I don't know. I don't know. So check this out, aether.com. I'll pin it in there. And then Impossible Finance. They have a coin for Impossible, I believe. think it's I don't even remember. Yeah, okay, that's right. So they have the IF coin, which is Impossible Finance, but don't get that. You want to get the IDF or IDIA. Yeah, IDIA, the Launchpad coin. That's the one you're going to need. So 10,000 of them gets you into, I believe, the standard pre-sale or whatever. Yeah, the website. Yeah, it brings you to impossible.finance. So I got to do some more research on it, but I want to get into that really bad. Join the IDO sale. Impossible. What else do they have? Oh, wow. So they got a bunch of different projects, I guess. Aether coming soon. Completed projects. I don't know why it's taking so long to load, but yeah, guys, there's a gem for you. There's some alpha for all 40 of you watching. You get the good shit. You get that real alpha. Oh, all right, here we go. So they got a bunch of different coins. Stratum Exchange, Eclipse Finance, Bricken, Cruise Finance, Arkin Finance. Damn. Yeah, guys, check this stuff out. This is the next level. This right here. The Impossible and then the Aether. Like these are the narratives right here. Gaming, DPIN, AI, all in one. It's like, you got to be kidding me. It's too good to be true. But we'll see. I'm gonna do some research. Definitely keep you posted. And yeah, it's on Binance. Yeah, they had all these different pre-sales going on. Wow, look at this. So there's so much going on out here. Is why you diversify. Don't get caught up with blinders on in one ecosystem. There's so much going on. There's so many winners in the making. My wife asks, no, I don't think there is one for Kanga. Honestly, I'll look, but I'm not worried about that. It's all good. Go on there and get yourself some of those gems and don't get chopped up with those ETH gas fees, because yeah, they're brutal. $50 to swap-ish. We don't need any of that. So appreciate all you guys that are here. Smash that like button if you're not subscribed. Definitely subscribe, because we are so shadow banned. You probably won't even get half your notifications when you're subscribed, but that's all right. When you give away the alpha, they don't want that. So see you guys tomorrow with Axis. Oh yeah, 7 p.m. tomorrow. Going to be an early one with Axis Alive. You know we'll have that alpha. So 22 hours from now. Peace, guys.